So guys, this is 808 Fireman over at USA Adults. My clan SDC, we only war once a week. So I come here and war here in between. USA Adults has 4 clans in their network. One of them is brand new. But if you guys are interested in 3-star strategies, casually serious wars, not die hard, super serious, but serious nonetheless. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to have a little spotlight of myself and another member from SDC in the wars here, unsung. So let's go ahead and look at this. We did come out on top at USA Adults. So we're going to go ahead and start off with number 6 is a newer Town Hall 10. And we had extra attack, so I went ahead and used my Town Hall 9 and went and attacked it. The major flaw here, as you can see on this base, single infernos. Only level 2, and they're both set on single. So the plan here is to start a queen walk down here and work my way heading towards 3 o'clock. Things didn't work out in this thing, but as you'll see, pulled it off anyway. So here we go. So start the queen walk down here, kind of offset it so that that air defense up here doesn't target my healers, and I earthquake to open up this whole section here. So my queen is going to continue her walk towards 3 o'clock, and right now she's doing a defensive funnel for my defense targeting troops. But here you can see she went ahead and broke in, so I started my entry. Again, this top golem here, the top golem was a little too far off, so he didn't come in to join the party here. My queen broke in on the bottom, but she's doing pretty fine. And here come my witches, CC max witches and 5 of my own. And here you can see my healers get targeted, but I mean, the witches are just overrunning this base right now. So the queen has her healers on her. That king, I don't know what happened, in and out, and I missed his ability. So again, quite a few things went wrong on his raid, but we're powering through it. I still have a ton of witches up at the 12 o'clock area, taking down defenses. This cannon down here was targeting my queen, so I dropped some minions on her. And the queen decided to break into the wall. I have no idea why. And then she stopped. Probably going after those minions. But that wasn't the plan for her to go into the core, but she did anyway. So you can see I still have a ton of witches in the core. And the queen has 1 point defense on her, which is just fine. Here she comes out, finally targets the defenses. My witches are keeping up with the defenses on them. That mortar there is kind of scary up at the 12. But we'll see what happens. I start cleanup wizards on the outside. And here my healers start healing my witches, which is perfect for me because of that mortar up there. And here comes my queen, untouched. Still has her ability. Healers are off of her. They're on the witches. And the carnage continues. It was a little close on time, maybe. Can't really remember. But yeah, the witches just swarm the base, and there's nothing that Archer Tower is going to be able to do. And we go ahead and we got the 3-star. Right, we're going to look at another one here, which I did a queen walk laloon. Okay, on this one I'm going to start my queen up at the 12 o'clock area, and I plan to walk her towards 6 and break in to get this second AD at the 6 o'clock area, and a golem and my king and some funneling wizards to get the AD near the queen. So here we go. So you guys have seen the queen walk. Comes around, the king gets on her. Slow this down a little bit. She gets mighty close here, and I just didn't want to have to use her ability. So luckily she pulled it out. Only 1 point defense was at her at the time. So here we go. We're going to speed through this. I use a giant to open up that wall so that I can get my queen into this compartment and to get that second AD. Use minions down here to keep her from walking out, because I don't want her going around and not heading in towards that AD. CC was perfect. This was a first hit, and I was glad it wasn't a hound, or else it would have took forever. So it worked out perfect. Minions doing work here. And once she gets in here, I'm pretty much fine with that. So I go ahead and start my entry down here with my golem. Got some wizards to create the funnel for my king. And I'm going to drop a jump. And I drop my king at an angle so that he would target that dark elixir and then jump in towards the queen. So right now there are 3 air defenses that are going down. Should be right about now. And I've got 2 hounds. And my queen cleared up the bottom half of the base by herself. So here I start my hound deployment, coming in from different angles to go ahead and soak up as many defenses as possible. A little bit sloppy on the 11 o'clock side with my deployment. My balloons got targeted, but with my queen taking out as much as she did, this base had no chance. Hound unpopped. Only thing left is that sweeper. Got my queen down here at full health, beating on a wall, of course. And that's it for this base. No more defenses. Alright. Now we're going to get into the Town Hall 8s. We used 3 different styles of attack. So we'll start from the bottom on this one. Unsung had a nice hit on this one. He went with a DragHo. Dragon and Hogs, of course. So let's take a look at this base. So we saw that this AD was easily accessible with hogs. So he went ahead and hogged that one there, and he may have hogged another one. Don't really remember. Well, let's go ahead and watch this replay. So he comes in, gets the lure, and I believe he poisons once. Not sure if he does the double poison. We'll fast forward through the poison. Okay, he did do a double poison. Right, and now he drops his dragon up top here to get that building, and his king, which is going to be untouched for a bit, creating a funnel for his dragons. So he has a rage and 2 heals. Rage for the dragons, heals for his hogs. So here comes his CC hogs. Drops the heal early because he knows they're going to go straight to that cannon. Up here, same thing. From the cannon to the AD. Drops his heal nice. Lost some to the hogs, but they did their job. the springs. And basically, without those air defenses, Hogs still alive, this base is destroyed. I mean, this thing was over in, let's say, less than a minute 45. Total destruction. King outside, funneling, hasn't used the abilities. He has one defense that can really cause him any problems. With that many dragons, it's a done. So speed it up. His base just gets swarmed. Good job, Unsung. So, not to be outdone, just so happened I decided to do the same thing on number 27. So you can see here, these ADs on the bottom, I felt that I could get some hogs in there to take out those two. And then it's just a natural funnel up to that third one for my hogs. And not really much air targeting troops up at the top. So brought my dragons in from the top. So let's go ahead and watch it. So get the lure. And I'm going to bring them up to the top. I like to save one poison for my hogs, just in case skellies get on them. Personal preference for anybody. So here I poison the balloon, because I know my dragons can go ahead and take care of that dragon. Here comes a hog deployment. Kind of spread them out because I was worried about springs. And there you see some of them I got lost, but with the heals was perfect. Then I go ahead and drop my CC hogs up from the middle, and I heal the core. And a little bit slow on everything. My dragons did get targeted, but with that amount of hogs coming through, they'll get to that air defense no problem. And they're still up. So I had some cleanup archers that I put at the buildings on the corner. Drop my king for cleanup. Drop the poison to try and slow that BK down from targeting my hogs. And that's the end. The hogs wrecked the base by themselves. So that is one style of attack that can be used at Town Hall 8, dependent on the base. And let's look at Unsung doing just pretty much a straight hog. Another strat that's possible when you see that there is no possible spots for double giant bombs in the base. So let's go ahead and watch what he does here. 3 heals, 2 poisons, easy lure. Go ahead and he gets the lure. He's going to bring him up to the corner. This time he decided to do a regular CC kill because he was worried about skellies. Oh, he did poison once, so he's going to save the other poison for his hogs. And you see how he deployed his hogs up here. The elixir collector and storages created a perfect funnel for his hogs to head around counterclockwise, and he just feeds in hogs along the way to reinforce and drops his heals. So as the outer defenses are targeting the hogs in the heel, he drops in other hogs on them while they're distracted. And he totally destroyed this base. There is finally a bomb there. I mean, he could have went ahead and swagged that heal, but he used it anyway. And his base is done. He's got what looks like more hogs than he started with. Caught that bomb in the end, but he had easy 15 to 20 hogs left. Good job. All the defenses are down. Just got to watch for these little builder huts in the corner. He had dropped some troops, but he didn't drop on these, but it'll be done quick with as many hogs that are in there. Alright, so let's look at one more Town Hall 8 on number 24. And here is another strat that is possible at Town Hall 8. It is a GoVaLo. So all the ADs are in the core, so we're gonna go ahead and use that to our advantage. So this cannon here was pretty much uncovered, so went ahead and dropped the loon there because I needed to have an anchor when I get the CC lure, and these cannons weren't allowing me to get any anchor without being shot at. So there you go, bring it over. And because I'm using 4 EQs, I don't have a poison, so I do a traditional kill, bring them to the side, and sorry about that, I use some barbs and some wizards. Go ahead and drop in my golems here, and as you can see, I let them sit on the wall as I clear out these side buildings. And the reason I'm doing that is I don't want my Velks to run around the core. I want them to go straight into the core. So once my golems head in, I drop my CC and my own Velks. Gonna drop a rage for them, and then a heal to keep them up in the core. And as they go around and destroy these air defenses, I go ahead and drop in balloons on the side as everything is targeting into the core. Maybe a little bit early on this side one here, but I've got tons of balloons. These air ones have no, these balloons on the bottom here can just head right in. No air targeting defenses on the bottom. And as you can see, this core is destroyed. I have 2 loons in the bag, and basically I'm just going to drop them for cleanup. And that is it. So we did do one more war prior to heading back to our home clan for our weekly war. I'm going to go ahead and cover that in the next recap. But like I said, USA adults, if you guys are looking for a clan that does 3-star strategies, is casually serious, I'm going to say that they're not overly serious, but they're serious enough, and that's what I was looking for. I did the hardcore war thing, and that was just a bit much for me at the time. So this is a great clan, great guys here, guys and girls, sorry, and a lot of fun. So this is 808 Fireman signing out until the next vid. Mahalo.